Okay, you guys, so I'm back with a video regarding the Ashlee Jenae case, and you guys already know it's the young lady that lost her life after getting engaged and celebrating her birthday over in Zanzibar with her fiancé. And a lot of people suspect that there's foul play, that the fiancé has done something. What we know right now, there's a lot of rumors circulating online, but what we know to be factual is the fact that his passport has been withheld and he is being detained. I've heard some reports that he's in a cell, that he's been arrested. So all of that is kind of iffy because their laws over there are slightly different. I was able to locate an actual article from a local newspaper there, and it's in Swahili. I'll show you guys a picture of it and I had it translated. However, that's not what I'm going to go over. But what I'm saying is that a lot of information that's swirling online may not be accurate, But anyway, what we know to be factual at this point is that the authorities are allegedly thoroughly investigating. Her family has sent a representative over to represent them, somebody who is that understands these kind of cases from the U.S. on behalf of them. I don't know if they're going to be going because they do have a GoFundMe. We also know that there is a fictitious GoFundMe on there, so be careful. Make sure you are donating to the correct one because people are taking advantage of this. But let's get into this autopsy report, and TMZ is the first to break this story. It says influencer Ashlee Jenae family desperate for answers after autopsy completed. Okay, so it says Ashlee's family is still searching for answers about her sudden death, and now they're one step closer but stuck in agonizing limbo. Ashlee's father, Harry Robinson, tells TMZ he traveled to Washington to press the U.S. government for help, in touch with Tanzanian authorities, desperate for any update on his daughter's death. He says that effort paid off. Officials were able to make contact, and the family was informed an autopsy, I always say it wrong, was completed on Tuesday. But here's the frustrating part. They still don't have the results. Harry says the family has only been told the investigation remains ongoing, and now they're waiting on the full report to determine what comes next. It's definitely going to be hard trying to get some closure in a case like this in another country, and where they speak a different language, culture's different, customs. It's going to be an uphill battle for sure. We saw that in the Shanquella Robinson case. We've already experienced this. Adding to the pain, Tanzanian officials have not yet released Ashlee's body to her family, leaving them without closure on multiple fronts. Once those results do come in, the family plans to move forward accordingly, but for now, they're stuck in waiting. Now, a lot of people are kind of questioning, like, shouldn't y'all be over there? But, I don't know what their family dynamics are. The parents are divorced, and I think it looks like they both have different significant others. And a lot of people are saying that they need to be over there trying to, do this on their own instead of having a representative. But hey, I don't want to get into that because, these people are mourning. They lost their daughter. So whatever they're doing to grieve, hey, I'm just going to accept it. A local Tanzanian outlet obtained records from a facility she was reportedly taken to that listed her immediate cause of death as cerebral hypoxia due to and suffocation. Now, what I want to say about that, the way I'm envisioning this is that he may have, or whomever may have actually, hands around the neck first and then staged it, because if you do that to a person, it's going to clearly be a homicide. So did that and then tried to make it look like it was a hanging so that, to throw people off so that they could say it was a self-unaliving. For those of you who watch my channel, I've talked about this numerous times. My cousin was to death, hands around the neck. And the one thing they would definitely be able to tell immediately, because once a person does that to you, you'll see the prints around the neck. There will be bulging of the eyes. There are like definite things. There's a difference between when a person is hanging versus when a person gets that done. So I'm just not sure why it's taking them so long to determine what really, the cause of death, because it's pretty apparent. I literally saw the pictures of my cousin on the bed after that had been done to her. So it's just really graphic, and I'm pretty sure a professional would be able to determine the difference. And if you look it up online, I'm not going to get into it here, but it does tell you there are apparent and immediate differences that you will be able to see based on how the person, So it says, as we reported, Ashlee's real name, Ashlee Robinson, was found unconscious at a resort on the island of Zanzibar off the coast of Tanzania and rushed to the hospital where she died the following day. This whole story about how she was found, there's just too many conflicting stories. Some outlets are saying the fiancé found her with security, and then there's allegedly this hotel staff person that went in and she had asked for a charger and he came back, used the key to go in. All of that seems suspect to me. And then when he allegedly found her, he said I guess she was struggling and he left her to go get help and came back. Like, none of that makes sense. If you were a hotel staff and you saw a person in distress trying to do something, why wouldn't you immediately intervene? They're just stories that aren't making sense. Authorities say she had been involved in a dispute with her fiancé shortly before she was found, with hotel staff reportedly stepping in and separating the two into different rooms. That incident remains a key focus of the active investigation. A local report previously suggested police were exploring the possibility of unaliving self, but Ashlee's family has firmly rejected that, telling TMZ she was a beacon of light and showed no signs she would harm herself. And I totally get the family saying that, because usually there are probably signs of a person who is suicidal. They usually have a history of that, and or mental illness or something. However, there are instances where people snap. You know, there are just so many there's so many things about this that are odd, or the information that we're getting is not clear, because there was also one report saying that some of the staff members had gone to a local police station and reported that one of the hotel guests was suicidal. So if that was the case, it's just none of it makes sense. So it's starting to sound like, you know, it's just too many people involved in this. We aren't getting straight answers. At this point, I don't know what to believe. And unfortunately, I kind of feel like this man may get away with it. I hope not. But from what we're hearing, like, it doesn't take this long to determine whether or not it was an angulation or whether or not, you know, it was an actual, she hung herself. Like, there are two distinct ways that signs will show what actually occurred, unless he put her up there, I don't know, or somebody. So now there are also rumors that the hotel staff were involved. There are rumors that 10 people were detained. I couldn't find anything online an official report stating that. But let me share with you guys this article that some people are referencing that I found myself. Let me see. So this is the article, and as you can see, it's in Swahili, so I did have to get it translated. But some of the reports that people are reporting on is a report like this, a local newspaper. And I'm telling you, if you go online and you look through all these things, some of the information that people are giving, it's like, come on, like, there are no official reports from authorities there in Zanzibar with some of the things that people are reporting online. So anyway, that's what we know so far. They're waiting to get more information on this autopsy. Your family is waiting to get her body flown back here so that they can, you know, do the necessary. And at this point, we know that he's still being detained. We don't know if he's in a jail cell. There were reports that he tried to flee. From what I can see, different reports, you know, some credible anchors that have sources there, he has not tried to flee. He is being detained, okay? So anyway, you guys, that's the latest. Yeah, if there's anything breaking, I'll report it, but there are just so many different reports flying around that just aren't substantiated that, you know, I just don't want to be one to be kind of lying. So like I always say, if I'm lying, I'm lying behind whatever they reported. But some stuff is just crazy, and it's not, you know, for something like this, I want to have as much integrity as possible. But I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.